Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to Learner's Podcast. Today we are going to have the second class of the Islamic Economic and Finance. This is the second batch of the training. So Dr. Tijjani, how are you, sir? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Okay.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay, just start, share your screen. Share your screen, please.
Okay. Is that shared?
Yes, we can see, sir.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for coming on board. Our today's class will focus on a Gharar issue. So, and the expected area to cover in our class today will strictly look into the issue or meaning of Gharar speculation. And the second thing, Gharar in light of Quran and Hadith. And we have also Gharar in conventional and Islamic banking. And we have a reason behind the prohibition of Gharar. These are the significant areas we need at least to discuss in order to have a full picture and also understanding about Gharar. When we talk about Gharar, maybe most of us may think what is Gharar is all about. Gharar is an Arabic word, which some consider it as a speculation or deceive, which is mean uncertainty. The word uncertainty, I think, is more preferably than speculation, because speculation, there is a speculation at times in a certain business, which that business considered to be halal business. But in this scenario, our focus will strictly be on the issue related to Gharar, which we said uncertainty, and it associated with deception involving uncertainty and risks in a transaction or a business or contract. Okay, there are some points that also we need to highlight, which is associated with the Gharar. We may say uncertainty, that is the number one, contract not drawn in a clear terms. For example, you may conduct a contract, but the contract is ambiguous. It's not clear in terms of stipulations, in terms of conditions, in terms of clearly statement, in order to make the second party to get the right meaning of what that contract is all about. For instance, I may come to you and ask of your phone, and I said, okay, please, can you sell the phone for me? Actually, you may say yes or no, but let's take an example that you accepted the offer. The second party or the first party that proposed to buy the phone from you, he may or she may ask for the price. But when the person asked you that, please, can you sell the phone for me? And you agreed, but you do not stipulate a condition or anything related to it, and he moves ahead with the phone, he collected the phone and go with it. Later on, he brought some piece or some amount, a little amount of money to you, saying that, yeah, this is what I gave as a price of that phone. You know, he proposed to buy the phone, but actually the term and condition of the phone is not clearly stated. So in that, we may say that there is a Gharar, there is a speculation or uncertainty in this or in that kind of transaction. And amongst the contract that we do consider it as a Gharar, we have derivatives transactions. Derivatives transaction is a call and put option, which we call it buy and sell option. So you, in a conventional financial institutions, we know there is a derivatives contract. That contract, you have to buy a stipulated thing, and also you have a time to terminate your contract, but based on what? Speculation. And that is being mostly attributed with the short selling. It's not, when we said short selling, we are referring to short-term selling, not long-term selling. And number three, that is example number three, selling something of uncertain quality. For instance, I said I do have a phone. And when you ask me the type of phone I'm using, I may say any type of phone, for instance, Techno, for instance, iPhone, for instance, Samsung, but the quality of that phone is not stated per se. Or let me take it out with the food items, for instance. You ask for a rice. So the rice, the quality is not defined, but you said, yes, I have a rice, the type of rice you want. I say, okay, is it that? Yes. Okay. How much it been stipulated, but the quality is unknown to you. But you already know that in a rice, there is a varieties, there is a different kind of what rice that is in terms of quality, So you don't know actually which quality the person is selling it to you. So you need to ask or verify it before go direct into such transaction. These are the examples that we can see it in our subsequent discussion. And we have this thing, we have a Quran that is Gharar in the light of Quran and Sunnah. We must state it because we are dealing with the Islamic economics or Islamic finance. We need to that is to back our idea with the verse from the Quran or Sunnah. It says, do not consume your property wrongfully, nor use it to bribe judge, intending sinfully and unknowingly to consume part of the other people's property. That is Quran chapter 2, verse 188, which is clearly stated in the Arabic verse of it, وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا أَمْوَالَكُمْ بَيْنَكُمْ بِالْبَاطِلِ. You should not consume one's other's property, which wrongfully means وَتَدْلُوا بِهَا إِلَى الْحُكَّامِ, and you moved ahead to bribe the judge لِتَأْكُلُوا فَرِيقًا مِنْ أَمْوَالِ النَّاسِ بِالْإِثْمِ وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. So what Allah is trying to say here, that is, he's trying to convince you, you shouldn't go directly into a property in order you already know the means of the property is not yours, but you are trying to make some this thing in it and also eat it with wrongful means or with wrongful this thing. So we also stated the second verse in the Quran also says, you who believe, do not wrongfully consume each other's wealth, but trade. Yes, but trade by mutual consent. Do not kill each other, for God is merciful to you. That is this is Quran Surah Nisa, I think Quran chapter 4 verse 29. So all this to what we are trying to justify is that the eating others people property or wealth should be justified based on what Allah and his messenger stipulated, and also should be in a rightful way, not in a wrongful path. Let's look at the hadith. There are several hadiths discusses on issue related to this Gharar. One of the hadiths which I cut, but one of the I just removed the example where it should be attributed to our own discussion without narrating the whole sense of hadith, the whole hadith as narrated. There is one hadith who says that you should not sell or buy unborn camel. That is, sales of unborn camels baby still in the mother's womb. Before, during the Jahiliyyah period, that is pre-Islam period, what is being used is somebody will propose to buy a camel, to buy a baby's camel from the camel before the camel born that baby. What the person is trying to do is to maintain the value of his currency. That is the value of his money. Maybe when he allowed that time to pass, when he allowed to move to up to the bone of that child of the camel, it means the money will be higher. So how to prevent buying it in a higher expense or higher rate of it? He would try to propose it before the time. So Prophet ﷺ says, sale of unborn camels, baby, still in the mother's home is not allowed. That is prohibited. That's what those people are doing. They say time value of money. You try to protect your value, the time value, because you don't want to buy it in an expensive way of it. And in a normal circumstances, when times goes on, you are expecting the prices of products to go higher. So by preventing that economically, you have to plan for it. So plan for it is to buy something that before the production of it or before the burn of that thing, so that you will prevent in a future expense, future difficulties. Number two, flowers before they appears on the plan. So before we just go to number two, if we look at it, where is the Gharar here is? The Gharar here is, or the speculation on uncertainty here, you don't know that the camel will burn that baby alive or death. So without knowing the actual, which one will be, so that's why the hadith or the prophet said you shouldn't propose that such contract, because it's uncertain contract. The unborn child may come alive or unalive or dead. And number two, let's look at the flower. You may propose for the flower before they appears on the plants. So he said, yes, I want a so flower that you are planting it. After I may come for it and excuse me, and take it. So that one is also not allowed, because you should allow the flower first to come up before you propose for it, not before before it appears on the plant. Number three, we have milk in the locutus gland. Is also not allowed. Number four, fish that comes in one ton of nets. Yeah, you are outside there seated, or you add a fish that is fisherman. You wanted to fish that is to go to sea and also fish the fish in the sea. But you are to propose, you come to someone, or somebody comes to you and said, I want this so type of fish, and please, I wanted you, after having it, you should sell it to me. Or after having it, here is my money. After you cash them, I'll come and carry my destiny. That one is not allowed, because you have no certain that the person may get it or not. Fruit on the tree from mere estimation. You cannot buy a fruit on the tree, mere estimation, or in terms of changing. It's not allowed, because they call that one as a muzabana. Muzabana in Arabic magazines, muzabana. The reason why they say muzabana, because you don't know the actual estimation of the one on tree. But when the fruits are being brought down, you can have the business, or you can construct your business on that moment, or contract, which is allowed. Any one of the animals from the head and wood on the body of the animal. All this type of contract, as I stated earlier, they are not, because there are certain Gharar, there are certain speculation or uncertainty on such product. Okay. Gharar in conventional and Islamic bank. Let's look at the Gharar in conventional and Islamic bank. When we said Gharar initially, uncertainty, we already know. And in other words, for the expert who are in the field of finance or economics, they know something called hazard. Asymmetry or information asymmetry is all uncertainty or hazard. When we say hazard, we are referring to also Gharar. We have information asymmetry, we have chance or risks. When we said risks, chance may be taken as gambling, but risks, excessive risks, that's what we are referring to uncertainty here. It's not risks in totality. Risks is allowed, but the small number of risks or investment risks is being allowed, but excessive risk, that's what we are talking about, which is attributed to what? To Gharar. When we talk about the excessive risks, we are looking at what credit agencies are doing, for instance. You know, credit agencies, they go to financial institution and check the standard or the stability of that particular financial institution. So when they rated the financial institution higher risk, and you said, yeah, because it's more profitable, because the higher the risk, the more the profit you earn. So by taking that theory, you said, okay, let me go into it because the risk is higher, and also I'm expecting higher rate of return. That one is uncertain, which the one that we are talking about, which is not allowed in Islam. But the normal risks, the one that you take, for instance, in buying and selling, that one is all about business. It describes it as the sale of what is not present. We also refer this in a banking and Islamic banking and conventional institution that selling something that is not in physical presence of it, we also call it Gharar, because I don't know, actually, maybe there are some points that I don't want it on that particular item. The item must be, or the subject matter of the contract must be present and also available for the person that wants it to access it and also make payments of it. So Gharar in Islamic bank may be defined as the uncertainty that is present in the basic element of an agreement that is worthy. So it's an agreement which is worthy. It's also its uncertainty, even if that item is present. If that subject matter is present with the contractors, but it's wording. What are we referring to wording? It means something that I say it, but it has two meanings of it. It has many meanings of it. It's not specified. So that's what we are referring to wording. That one is not allowed. So the subject matter, consideration, and the liabilities are all part of it. This is not valid from the Sharia point of view. So by looking into that area, based on Sharia point of view, is not allowed. That's what we consider it as a Gharar. It's not the only one we discussed previously. Even those things, even the thing is present with you, even the thing is in a physical instance of it, but there is a no clear terms in that particular item, we refer that as a what? As not allowed, is not valid in the Sharia point of view. But conventionally, somebody can use it. So we understand that based on Jahala. If the things is not presence with you, that is, if the thing is not here in presence with you as a person want to buy, so that thing is also jahala. That is, you are ignorant about it. It means unawareness or blindness, and it is one of the causes of Gharar. So speculation, like I've said, we have discussed it. Every speculation transaction is not Gharar or gambling until it has an element of Gharar in it. So let's take this note. It's not all the speculation thing is Gharar. That's why I'm so skeptical about the word speculation. That is, the risks, small risks and speculation, they are not all we consider it as a Gharar. So Gharar is the uncertain thing, is the unknowing product or item that you are constructing, or you are contracting a contract on it. Reason behind the prohibition of Gharar: number one, Gharar dealing are harmful. Gharar guidelines are harmful to certainty and openness in a business dealing. So Gharar, if you look at it one way or the other, it means it harm other party compared to other. So, or both of the parties may be harmed. So that one is depends on how that kind of Gharar operates. But literally, Gharar, it has the element of harmfulness to a certain group of people or a certain group of business. The prohibition of Gharar protect business against transactions that are involving high uncertainty. That's what we said previously, high uncertainty or deceit. So as they have to scope to cause injustice and involve risks being asymmetrically shouldered, such that will result in a one-side loss or a gain at the other expense. So Gharar is also taking the part of gambling. It's also looking in the side of gambling. It's also part of gambling that is so significant. But the reason why we are not talking about the gambling now, we wanted to have a clear demarcation between the two so that you understand the Gharar in typical form of it and also how the banks have been operating or how they issued Gharar or they use Gharar. It's also insurance. Genuine consent in dealing with the genuine consent can only be achieved through transparency. So if you want to embark on a contract that is free from Gharar, free from any kind of excessive speculation or uncertainty, you need to state it clearly so that the person that are buying or selling it, it has a clear terms of what you guys are contracting on. The prohibition of Gharar protect against unexpected losses, disagreement, misunderstanding, and distrust, and consistently or consequently promotes satisfaction in business dealing. So such things are so significant to all of us to understand it. But let's look at the speculation in the forex market. This is the forex market, for instance. At the time when the forex goes up, people are expecting to gain more. And when it goes down, people also expect to lose. But now there is a derivatives. In this form, derivatives now they developed a certain thing that what if you wanted to buy the both part because they have realized that the market is not stable. So some may buy the downside of it while the other people are buying the top side of it. And some financial experts agree to form such instances in a one scenario so that in both sides you earn profit. So you can see how speculation of the business is all about. That is the forex market. This is an example of the forex market. And let's look at the example of long-term position trade with a profit. If we look at the side of, that is our left-hand side, we see the price, downside we see the buy, and also we see the sell at the top of it. So initially in a very good business, a long-term business, what we are expecting is to buy your product at a lesser part of it, which is if you look at the buy, you can see the point green here, green. You buy it at the very small amount and you are expecting it to sell it at the very high side of it. That's what we call it business. And it has to spend some time because you can see the length of the time spent from here to here before the person sells the product. So we talked that one about the buying and selling. So let's look at forward contract, how forward contract works. If you look at it, you can see where there is a long forward contract, that is long-term forward contract and short-term. But in a forward contract, like I've told you previously, profit and losses. So profit and loss. So if profit is spot, maybe this thing goes up, we are expecting that is the person that buy the upside of contract, pay off, get profit. That is, you buy it here and you are expecting it to sell it up. But for the person that buy it down, that is, we call it profit if the price at the delivery ST is below the original forward price, it means you are defaulting. So there is some people that buys the opposite side of it, that is the loss is the up, while down is the profit. Let me make it clear. Let's please get this one right. In a forward contract, you have put and call option. Some people are buying put option, while some people are buying call option. When you buy put option, it means if the arrow goes up, you are expecting to earn more, to earn profit, to get profit. But when the arrow goes down in the opposite side of it, for instance, the person that buy the opposite side, it is also expecting a profit, but loss for the first person and profit for the second person. I hope you get the I hope you get the message right. So if goes up, it means for the person that buy it from the lower side of it, you earn profit. But when goes down, for the person that buy the profit side of it, it will go also in his favor. That is what is the forward contract. So in that scenario, we call it speculation. We call it uncertainty also. We refer that to speculation. So let's look at the investment versus speculation. If we look at it critically, we see there are somebody seated just watching for a business moving up and down, and also expecting some money to come while putting the money into his pocket. So normally in investment side of it, we wanted to give money out for people to make investment, for people to benefit from it, for people to make economy viable, so that people will understand and also benefit from the other people's gain. But under speculation, you just sit down in your room, and also in investment part of it, I'm talking to us that is in investment area. You just sit down, you put up a computer, buy some amount of things, and also that is put your money into a forex market, for instance, or put it in any kind of derivatives contract. You sit down, you are monitoring the movement, that is the short-term movement of the activity. Once you have earned, you stop, that is, you put a point on it, and also you harvest or you gain your profit, and you buy another. That is how the speculation contract is being done. But that investment, you have to put your money into an economy that people will benefit from, and also the other people will make benefit or will invest on it. But speculation is a kind of transaction that you are to move up or down, buy up or down, like I've cited it previously before the slide, and also you make some profit on unworkly. Thank you so much. I think you find this one interesting because we just find some slides, and we may open the session of question and answer after some 10 minutes break, as we used to do. So we are coming back after 10 minutes so that we can have more discussion. If there is a question or anything related to what we have said that is not clear to you, the door is open for all of us. We have some announcement, but after we come back, inshallah, we are going to have that one. So we can just go for break, 10 minutes maximum, or 6 minutes, Prof?
Yeah, all right, sir. All right, Dr. Tijjani.
Yes. So
if you want we have few words, we still have 5 minutes more. If you want to say a few words.
Yes, actually, what I wanted to say is about we have a quiz. Second session, we should take a quiz, number one, and also we have some announcement for those of us that maybe they have attended the first session of our this thing, because the turnout of application that this thing is not encouraging. We wanted also to discuss that in our last part of our session. But first of all, we need also to go for break because it will take us long. When we come back, we have a quiz. After quiz, we should also conduct, we should also discuss about the first session and what is being made available for them to benefit from it. Thank you so much, Prof.
Okay. Another thing I want to say to all the participants, that all the uploaded videos of these training sessions will be available to you in the YouTube channel. If you go in the description of these videos, you will find the discussion question related to each topic, each lecture. So it is important for all the participants to answer those discussion questions in the comment of those videos. This is in a way is your participation and the discussion in a way related to that topic. Okay, so those discussion questions are available in the description of each video. So I have already in the discussion question of the previous session is available. So you please go there and in the comment box answer give your comments there. Okay, related to that discussion question. Participating in this discussion question is important. Okay, thank you very much. So I think 5 to 10 minutes break, and then after that we will have a session again. Okay.
Please, 5 minutes. Let us maintain the time. 5 minutes, we'll be back, inshallah. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, assalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining us. This is the second session of the program. Like I've said previously, we are going to start with the remarks before we move to the, first of all, Q&A session. Please, do you have any question related to what we have done? If you have any question, you have any issue related to the topic discussed, please, the door is open for you. The mic is yours.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My question is about speculation, and
Yes.
long and short.
Yes. You know, initially, when we say speculation, we are referring to uncertainty too. But at times, there is a level of speculation that you may say is not. Sorry. Okay, there is a level of speculation that you may look at it as a very small number of it, like I've said, based on risks. For instance, you know, business is all about risks. Risk taker. You need to invest money in a certain product that you are not certain you are going to earn profit or lose. If you earn, it's very excellent for you because it's what you are looking for. But there is possibility of what? Losing. So that one we call it risk, but that risk is not the major risk that we are talking about. The risks we are talking about that lead to uncertainty, that lead to speculation, is a risk about excessive risks. Excessive risks, a financial institution may, that is rating agencies, more, when I say rating agencies, there is an organization that what they used to do, the financial institution invites them to come into their institution or organization to assess the level of what? The level of soundness of that particular institution. So when they rated it, they have their level of rating. At times they rate it high, that is risk, high risk. At times they rate it lowest or lower risk. So the company that got higher risk, it means they're more likely to default. They are likely to go to bankruptcy. They are likely to experience difficulty in their operations. So in that scenario, you have a right to invest or not to invest in it because you have the details and you have it on their balance sheet or annual report after reading what is related to company. So when you decided to invest your money in it, it means you go to an uncertain product, uncertain investment, because you know they have a high risk of, they have a high uncertainty. So it will lead to you to lose your money. But when you earn, or when they are successfully gain, it means it will be super because you earn more profit. So what you are looking for more profit. You invested in a more risk investment. So in that scenario, that option has to be together. So that one we call it Gharar, which we call it uncertainty or speculation. That is the kind of speculation, the risks we are talking about. Are you getting me?
Yes, yeah.
Is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you.
Yeah, Salah wants to ask the question. Yes, Salah, please.
Okay.
Unmute your mic.
Yes. Yeah, we can see Alamin and also Salah. Which of you? Please, one of you should omit your. Yes. So, yes, Salah.
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Well done, sir. Well done, doctor. I came late to attend the lecture, but on the journey, so you had discussed something about the forest business.
Yes. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, yes, I can hear you clearly.
Certainly that. But my own question is that, you know, this speculation has to do with your certainty.
Yes.
But this is it this for a particular forest business or trading in the currency is allowed Islamically?
Definitely, you know, you need to know, or you need to dignify between the currency trading, and also the normal forex market we are having. There is an exchange. For instance, if we are to use the forex, if it is a currency trading alone, like derivatives, using derivatives and other banking products, which is deals only with money, not asset-based, that one is not allowed. We already say so. We already discussed about that one since our first series, which I do believe you are part of it. But let's come back to the issue, for instance, of forex. You know, at times forex, there is something called currency trading in it, but in exchange form of it. For instance, I have a 1 naira. If normal currency, forex that we are talking about is not allowed, but let's define it, and also let's have understanding between normal exchange and also forex. Forex, they deals with what? With currency, which is all about speculation. But in forex market, there is an exchange, for instance, those that maybe are exchanging money from Nigerian money to UK or to US dollar. So if, for instance, you are to check that, to take your 1,000 naira into that particular, in order to seek for an exchange from that particular individual, that one is allowed because the currency has a different value. The currency do consider this value base, is not currency base. You are exchanging your currency with another currency. So you are looking at the value, not the money. You may give 100 US dollar and you are expecting that 100 US dollar to attract 100 naira to you. No, because the value is what? It's totally different. But what we are saying here is forex market. There are two categories of forex market. We have the one is been dealing in the currency forex, only buy and selling. That one is related to what we have said previously, Gharar. But when the one that is being maintained and also used for exchange of currencies or swap of currencies, that one is allowed. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Alamin wants to ask the question.
Okay, Alamin.
Assalamu alaikum.
Good
morning.
Thank you, sir.
When was directed to Gharar, though I joined very late. I don't know if maybe I just want to give a scenario. Maybe I want to go into business, and I went to the market maybe to buy seeds just to sow or something like this. So you know, in fact, so there are lots of challenges, there are lots of uncertainty and maybe speculations. So maybe I invested all my savings in that seed, and I made in a farm or something like this, and at the end of time, maybe termites went on and eat all the seeds. Would it be considered as a high risk or speculation, or it will be required as both speculation and high risk?
No, when you talk about the agricultural business, we have a specific topic discussing on agriculture in our previous classes. That is first series. That one we classify it under salam contract or istisna contract. A salam contract is more relevant to it, because that one is the business that which we do consider is a risk business, but it's a halal business. You do not say that you can, because it's what happens to your own farming issue or seed issue is a natural disaster. It's something that is unavoidable. You can avoid it. I get me. So by having that perspective, perception, it's not the kind of risks we are talking about. The kind of risks we are talking about, the kind of uncertainty we are talking about is the deliberate attempt on uncertainty or obvious uncertainties or obvious Gharar. When we talk about Gharar, like I've told you previously, it has many forms of it. Number one, you can have a Gharar based on maybe contract, a contract that is not drawn out a clear terms. That is, you have no clear understanding about the contract, or issue related to transaction that deals with derivatives like call and put option, or future and forms of speculation that we talks about the short selling. That one is also not allowed. We talked about the selling something of uncertain quality, like rice, for instance. You have rice. Rice, my quantity, local rice and international rice are totally different quality. They have a different quality. So I do agree to have both of them, but sorry, to have an international or local rice because it's sweeter than the foreign rice. But what happened is I don't know actually which quality that rice contains, because we have a variety of qualities. So that one we call it Gharar, because it's possible for you, if you want to buy something, you can ask for that thing to be provided. So we call that one as Gharar. I hope I answered the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, Usman Mahmood wants to ask the question. Usman,
yes, please. Can you mute your mic, please? Salah, can you mute your mic? Yes, Usman, unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So, my question is, as a fisherman, a man called me to buy a pond or river or even a lake at a price of so and so, and after that I will go and catch the fish inside the river or something like that. May I Islamically, may I go and buy that river in order to catch the fish of the pond or river or something like that? That is my question, sir.
Okay. Initially, you are allowed to have a contract with someone, but in the form of processing the contract, I may call you and say, please, I want to so type of fish. Okay, please, I will be going to sea and also catch such kind of fish. But we are not to have a contract. We are not to seal the deal. I want it. It seems like I'm giving you guarantee that when you brought them, I will buy it. But for me to start asking you the price, or for you to start asking for the money and also requested for the money, that is how the Gharar, or that's where the Gharar is. That's where the speculation is. That one is un-Islamic. You have to provide the fish first before we discuss about the price and also how much to be buy or sell. The only thing that is been allowed in such kind of business is in Salam, which is agricultural business. You haven't planted, you haven't cultivated the farm, you haven't done anything, but you will go to financial institution and seek money for that, and they will provide such money to you. You go to the farm, you do what is best for, and also wait for the harvesting. After you harvest your own product, you will be submitted, or you will be sent it back to the financial institution that you have an initial contract with them. That one is allowed. But after that, there is nothing like prepayment before this thing. Only in istisna product. Istisna product, we have discussed that one in our previous series. The video is online. Thank you. I hope I answered your question. So without much of delay, I think I'm going to send a quiz to all of us. Okay, thank you. I will send a quiz to all of us so that we can deeply go to it and answer questions. So please.
Yeah, share the link in the chat box here.
Yes, I will do that extensively.
With the code as well, sir.
Sorry?
With the code, the password.
Okay, yes, of course, I will do that. And I hope this one maybe since we discussed about the Gharar, I know a lot of people may be interested in knowing much about Gharar. So it will be interesting, I hope so. Please, can
Yes.
you activate my? Okay, sorry, it's all right. The chat room is.
The chat room is activated already. Yeah, thank you. We have received the link. I think everyone has answered, or still there are a few students who left.
So far, yes. So I don't know if there is any question.
No, there
Any
is.
question?
I don't think so. So you wanted to discuss something?
My final announcement before we go off. I think last time when we started the program, we got the sponsorship or organizing committee decided to give some people, those who are interested to start a business, in the form of mudaraba or musharaka. Unfortunately, we received volume of applications, but when we sent a form for them to access them, it was quite a number of people that returns the form. That prevents others people to also get the benefit of the money. So the organizing committee is so worried and bothered about this issue. We are urging those who have a related, who has a form with them, they will return the form back so that it will allow us to prepare the money for those who are interested to participate or to partake this kind of investment. So I hope it's clear. Those that have collected the form, we are expecting the form to be returned and also to prepare for the money for disbursement. But the money is stick, and also people have collected form, but they do not return the form back.
Okay, what I could understand is that you are going to disperse the amount to the participants you want to do some business. Okay.
Yes, as been agreed. Yes.
Based on the Islamic finance and Islamic principles. Okay. So for that, you are saying that are you offering this option to the current participants as well, or after the completion of the course you will be dispersed this amount?
So we are urging our current participants to kindly start making their proposal.
Okay. So they will first apply. They fill the form, yes, and in the form of the proposal. Okay, and then after that you will evaluate and select the participants from those.
Yes,
and this is a very good opportunity. This is a very good opportunities for the participants if they want to learn by doing some business practically. This is a very good option, and I'm thankful to the people who are contributing in it, to providing this opportunity to the students in Nigeria to work in this way. Really, it is appreciable.
Thank you so much. So I hope
Alameen wants to say. Alameen wants to ask some question. Yes, please unmute your mic.
Yeah, Mrs. Tijjani, you said something about form right now. Because we are not on the first phase, so someone like me, I'm not aware of this arrangement that you have made. I don't know if maybe you can elaborate more on what you just said.
Actually, this program is being designed to enlighten people and also to have some membership in this community of Islamic finance, community of Islamic economics and finance. So we decided, or the organizing committee decided to give out some money, but that money is not free money. That's what we said. It's not free money. It's a kind of money that is being given it to you if you are in need of it to go and make investment. So the rate of return being earned by you, it has to maybe through musharaka or through mudaraba. If you apply, you can apply through which of the form of investment you want to do. If it happens to be through mudaraba, it means you have contributed your own money too with the money that is being given to you. And if murabaha, it means the organizers, the other group that give out the solely money. You are just stand there as an expert or expert. So when you earn the profit will be divided accordingly based on what you have given it to you on form and you fill it. The profit will be divided between you and the that is the committee or the organizing committee of this program, or the company, that is the Islamic Economics and Finance company.
And
yes,
this is totally for Nigerians and organized by the Nigerian people. Yeah.
And totally is for Nigerians.
Yeah.
So we assess the kind of condition we are living in. So some of us agreed to apply, but others are yet to. So those that are agreed or collected the form, we are waiting for their form to be returned in order to make the first disbursement of the fund, so that it would be for the second group of participants to benefit also from the money from the disbursement. But you have to invest it within 6 months, and the money will be returned after 6 months. If you want more, you will be asked more, and the more will be given it to you, because the money is all about circulation. We want to build an economy that is being circulated amongst ourselves. So the participant is not about the only come on Zoom, discuss the issues and move it. No, we wanted to have a solid understanding of Islamic finance, and also we want to make some employment to other peoples. We want to make money available to you so that you can make some business with it, and after some stipulated period of time, you return the money with the profit you earn, and also some people may also benefit from it. I hope I answered your question, Alamin, right? I can see Bashir Zan now trying to ask.
Yeah.
Okay. Bashir, please go ahead. Bashir? Okay, I think it's a mistake, maybe. So, without much of things, can we call off today?
Yeah.
Okay, Jazakumullah khair. Thank you so much for being part of the program, and inshallah, let's see you next week. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
Okay, thank you very much, participant. Thank you very much from the Learners Podcast, Islamabad. So we'll see you in the next session. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.